I'm almost with you guys. Almost with you. Just finishing off a few little bits here. How are you doing? Tell me where you're streaming in from. That would be good to know. So tell me where you're streaming in from. That would be great to know. Come on, come on, come on. Be here, be very present, and let's talk about six-figure niches. Whooped! Just finishing off some bits and pieces here. So let's see. So we're getting the recording going. So that's going. I think I am visible. Am I visible? I hope I'm visible. Let's refresh the page here. Can anybody hear me? Tell me, tell me, tell me. That would be really great to know. Is this actually streaming like it's supposed to be? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? I should go check my page. Make sure you. Yes, you can. Okay, so I am there. So it's. I want to know. So I'll switch that off so I'm not listening to myself. And let's see, just finishing off a little few bits here, and then we will make an actual start, which I'm excited about sharing this stuff with you this evening. Actually, I have some great stuff planned for you to share. And so, yes, be very present with me. Let me just get this done so that everything is as I would like it to be. Okay, it's all crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Sunday. I know. I should have done this before I started. Okay, let's make a start. Okay, for real this time. I believe that all is according to plan. Okay, welcome to this wonderful masterclass. It's all about the six-figure niche, making this year your most profitable year in business. If you are that coach, that healer, that course creator, then this is the place for you. If you are determined, absolutely determined to make your business work this year, then you need to listen to what I'm sharing here. Ooh, let's get Instagram going. You need to hear what I'm saying here, okay? You absolutely need this stuff. Anyway, I'll tell you a bit of my story here because I made these mistakes. So there's nothing I ever teach you guys that I haven't done. Usually the wrong stuff first. And then I come and show you, because if I can help you not to have to go through the amount of trouble and struggle I went through to get to the place where I'm able to speak to you today, then that is one of my goals. That's one of my goals, because I'm really committed to seeing as many spiritual people rise up. I was saying to a client yesterday that there's a lot of people trapped in the middle class. You're earning more than too little. So you're earning more than the government is going to support you with if you're in the UK or anywhere else, but you're not earning enough to be free. You're stuck in the middle. And a lot of spiritual people are stuck in that middle, unable to break free to doing the things that you're actually really, truly called to do, to have the impact that you are here on this planet to have. And my goal, one of my most important goals, is to see as many spiritual people rise up on this planet, stepping up, doing the work that they're here to do, because the world needs us. The world needs us. The world needs us to show them a different way. We are called to be way showers. But if you refuse to use simple strategy to grow your business, you will never get to the place where you have enough money to actually have the impact that you want to have on this planet. And my goal is to support you in getting that impact, okay? So all the programs, everything that I do is to support you in receiving more money, having more impact, living in your purpose, okay? Because if you will live in your purpose and attach it to a strategy, there is absolutely no limit to what you can create in this lifetime of yours. But the choice is always yours. All of this information can be given to you. All of the invitations can be made to you to step up. Until you make that decision to step up, it's just all talk. It's just all wishing and wanting. Do you want more? If you do, then you're in the right place, okay? You're in the right place. Today, as I said, we're talking about picking your highly profitable niche and getting high-paying clients online, making your business this year as profitable as possible. Let this be your most profitable year because you get some strategy behind you rather than just making it up as you go along. This is for coaches, for healers, for course creators who are not yet at the six-figure level, but you want to be. I always have to emphasize the you want to be. Why? Because there's a lot of spiritual people who do not yet fully own the fact that they want to make money. And so they're messing about with business and wondering why they feel so like they're working so hard and getting nowhere. It's because you never made the decision to actually make money. You made the decision to live in your purpose. You made the decision to live out your calling. You made the decision to have impact. And you even started playing around with the business, but you never decided that that business was going to be profitable because there's a part of you that felt like, oh, I shouldn't really think about the money. I cannot tell you the number of people I speak to that I have to prompt them when I'm asking, what do you want? What do you want your business to produce? Then they're telling me about all the impact, and it's great, great, great stuff. But I have to prompt them to tell me, how much money do you want your business to be making? And then they're like, oh, no, it's not about the money for me. Well, if you do not accept that your business, its function is actually to make money, if you don't accept that, how can you allow yourself to create any? So that's why I like to emphasize these are for people who want to reach, who admit to wanting to reach six figures, who are not one of those, I'm not motivated by money. Yes, so we know that. What's that got to do with anything? You're in business though. And if you want to have the impact that you want to have on this planet, you need to make money. Let's be very blunt about this. Rather than messing about and trying to pretend that we're so spiritual that you're not on the earth. You are on this planet. Okay, and this planet works well when you have money. Okay, it doesn't work so well when you don't, or when you feel restricted. So again, coaches, healers, course creators who are not yet at six figures but want to be. People transitioning from a career, just like I did, transition out of my pharmacy career into your own business. You want a business that is aligned with your life's purpose. Okay, you're meant for something more, but you spend so much of your time trying to support every single other person in your planet that you have put your vision on the shelf, but you're done with that. You're done with that. You're done with putting yourself last all the time because you've done it and done it and done it, trying to be the nicest person in the room. And you're not living to the fullness of your potential. And you know it. You wake up every morning knowing it. And you're ready now to go all in on creating the life, the business that you know you are capable of. Yeah, of course, there's fear. Yes, there's doubt. But you're done with allowing those things to stop you. You're in the right place. You are ready now to move forward. How many people tell me, oh, I'm just thinking about it. I'm just thinking about it. And then they want to get on the phone with me to think about it some more. It's like, honey, my time is too valuable. Basically. It's almost a trick question when people are coming to ask for a consultation from me. The moment you tell me you're just thinking about it, I am not having a conversation with you because I don't have time for people just thinking about it. You already know what your calling is. Yet you may not want to fully admit it because to admit it means that you actually have to do something about it. So I'm not speaking to you if you're still thinking about it. I'm speaking to you, the person who knows that you're done with wasting time. You're done with messing around with your own vision, messing around with your own life. This is your life, your one life that you're aware of anyway. So you best make the most of it. And you're going to do that by living to the fullness of your potential. It's Grant Cardone that likes to say success is a duty, is your duty and responsibility. I agree. It is. It is your duty, it's your responsibility, and it is, after all, your choice. It is your choice. So are you ready right now to invest time, energy, money in reaching your six-figure goals? If you are, then you're in the right place. That's who this masterclass is for. So I ask you right now to just put all distractions to one side, okay? Be present here because the stuff that I'm going to share with you has the potential to change your business, has the potential to change your financial status and your life and the life of those that you influence. But more than that, being here, making the choice to be here and listen in, have your notebook with you, gives the divine opportunity to speak to you. Because most of us are rushing around, doing this. You're not really taking time to hear that intuitive nudge inside of you. I can't tell you the number of times I've had clients who tell me later on that during one of these masterclasses, they got an idea, they got a thought, and they implemented that. And that's what changed things for them. Be open to that happening to you today. Be here now. And before we carry on to the meat of what we're talking about here, just to help you be here now, I'm going to, sing our lovely affirmation for this masterclass. For this masterclass, it is, I am a beacon of love and light. I rise up and I take my place. Okay. I am a beacon of love and light. I am a beacon of love and light. I am a beacon of love and light. I rise up and take my place. I am a beacon of love and light. I am a beacon of love and light. I am a beacon of love and light. I rise up and take my place. I rise up and take my place. I rise up and take my place. You are a beacon of love and light, okay? So it's time to rise up and take your place. So I hope that sticks in your mind a little bit. You are a beacon of love and light. Affirm it to yourself time and time again. I'm a beacon of love and light. I am on this planet to shine my light. I rise up and I take my place right now. Affirm that to yourself. Make it real for you. Let's carry on. So who am I? I'm Rosemary Nonny Knight, in case you don't know. Rosemary Nonny Knight. About 15, 16 years ago or something, I went bankrupt. I was pregnant with my first child, and I felt like a complete freaking failure. I was a pharmacist, for goodness sake. I was supposed to be earning lots of money. But I was a failure. And that's the way I felt at that point. And I ultimately had been doing the whole thing of saying yes to everybody else's agenda for me. And it took bankruptcy. It took 4 years of depression because I felt like such a failure. Plus the arrival of my amazing princesses, the 3 of them, amazing girls. That's what took me, after I did that, or when I went through all of that, I finally woke up to the fact that, you know what, my life isn't going to get better by itself. I am the one to actually change things. I have all of the choices. Yes, I know the divine. I've prayed, and in fact, I was brought up Christian, and there was all of that about, waiting for God. But I realized, you know what, I had free will. If I wanted things to change in my life, I was unfulfilled in my job. So why was I staying there? I had now gone bankrupt despite thinking to myself that once I become a pharmacist, all my financial issues would be sorted. They were not, basically. I talk about that in other masterclasses that I do. So I had to wake up to the fact that no, burying my head in the sand wasn't actually going to change anything. Just kind of going along with the sway of life, wherever it took me, wasn't going to change anything. I had to get very determined. I had to make a decision that things were going to change. So about 12 years ago or so, I woke up. And within about 18 months, I was making multi-six figures in my property business. I then transitioned into doing business coaching, helping people with their property businesses. And I started making some money at that. And then for some crazy self-sabotaging reason, I decided to destroy all of that. Basically, and actually just start doing generic coaching, just creating generic courses, trying to help the whole world, because I knew I was called to something more, just like you. I knew I was called to actually have an impact on, well, I call it Project 334K, which is 334,000 people or more I want to reach, to support them in stepping up, to support them in increasing their income, to support them in living to the fullness of their potential, living in their true design. That's always been my big vision, okay? So I started doing this generic coaching thing, creating generic courses, because I wanted to help everyone. I was trying to help the whole world. I even wanted to start my own church, if possible, basically. No, I would never have said that as well. That's what I was doing. But the truth is, I was chasing a fantasy. I was chasing a fantasy at that point in my business. Thankfully, I saw the light. After years of struggling, I did finally pick an actual niche. And within a year, I was back on track, making six figures as a business coach. That's one of the reasons why I'm doing this masterclass. Thankfully, we are spiritual people. Every single thing we do, it can be used. So nothing about all the journey I went through was wasted, not at all. All of those years in the wilderness did mean that I can now see where clients are having issues, where they're going off track, where they're keeping themselves stuck. I have this abundance library now created because I have all of these programs that the divine then guided me to put into the abundance library and make available to all my paying clients. So when you come and work with me, you suddenly have like 100 to 200 courses that I've created that you now have access to. So in my wilderness years, I was still creating stuff. I was still putting myself out there and I was still making some money. It was just really difficult. But I kept going because the truth and the truth of the matter is this: if you can keep going when everything is so difficult, then it's so easy when you pick a niche. Okay, so all of those years in the wilderness did mean that I got very good at marketing and sales. As I said, if you can sell generic stuff, you'll find it so easy to sell specific stuff. Okay, so nothing is wasted. But if you can avoid the pain I had to go through, because if some of you are already there, where I've spoken to people on the phone where they've been in business for 10, 20 years, struggling, building, trying to impact the world and still not getting anywhere near where they thought they would be. And in fact, I had one person on the phone who literally was being kicked out of her house because she couldn't pay her rent. 20 freaking years in business as a healer. And the moment I spoke to her, I could see what she was doing. But the question is she willing to change things? I gave her a suggestion. Is she willing to change things? It'll be up to her. It'll be up to you too. I know that I made my journey take so long because I refused to niche down. I'm not saying it's impossible for you to build a business without niching down, but I am saying you're making it incredibly difficult. And anyway, let's just keep going, because if I go off on random tangents here, we'll be here forever. But this is it. So nothing is going to be wasted. And thankfully, nothing was wasted for me. However, you do want to save yourself some time. It makes business so much easier when it's making money. And you're able to then take that money, reinvest to reach more of the people that you want to reach, to live the life that you want to live. So you want your business to make money as quickly as possible. All of this struggling through, telling yourself you're living on purpose and, oh, I'm just called to everybody. I don't want to pick anybody. It's just painful. It's painful. And some of y'all need to admit to yourself that you're waking up in the morning with despair in your heart. Even though you're living in your purpose, you are despairing. Is this ever freaking going to work? Not until you put some strategy behind it, my love. And you can pray and fast and affirm forever. But if you refuse to do your part, then what is the universe to do? You have a part to play in this. There's our part that we need to play. It's spiritual people. We do not get some kind of, we don't get a free pass. Business is a very practical thing. It's a very straightforward thing. It isn't actually as complicated as we sometimes make it. You provide something that people want. You ask them to pay for it. That's kind of it. But the problem is, you're not doing that. You are giving them generic, oh, yes, I can help you with everything. Okay, well, if you can help people with everything, pick something that you can talk about specifically and that people can listen to and think to themselves, you know what, I have that specific issue, I can do with that. But you're telling people, oh, I can help you with everything. They don't know what you can help them with, really. It's just like, what's that? Everything is just so generic. What's everything? They say, I'm just going to be a healer, heal everything. Yeah, but what exactly? Whereas if you were speaking specifically, it's like one of the people I've spoken to on the phone helps people with infertility. She's actually helped people using natural means to have babies. Now, if she led with that, do you think that she would find clients? Yes, she would. Do you think she would find high-paying clients? Yes, she would. Why? Because it's a problem that people are already aware of having. Okay? Whereas when you're just trying to do this generic, oh, I'm just trying to help you get better, or help you, I don't know, just vagueness of all kinds of vagueness. And then you're wondering why people don't want to buy anything from you. It's because, they could just go onto YouTube, for goodness sake, and get vagueness. To work with you, there needs to be an issue that they want solving. Okay? So why choose a niche? Yeah, people are more likely to hear you When you speak in the words that they're already using, they're already thinking about, they're already worried about, and you start speaking about that stuff, they think you can help them. Ultimately, all this "I can help you with everything" thing just leaves them unsure as to, yeah, but what exactly? What exactly? In my generic coaching time, I still remember having a client actually saying, "So what is it that we're working on exactly?" I look back at that now and I laugh because I know at that point I wasn't giving anybody any kind of specific anything. It was just like, oh, let's just see how, whatever. And people sometimes like my energy, so okay, they come and just do that. And the truth is, okay, you work with me long enough, or not even that long. Generally, it makes a huge difference because there's certain things that I will see in you, but it just helps people to have something to be working towards. It helps them logicalize why they're working with you or why they should work with you. When you say, I'm going to help you with this problem that you know you are facing, then it's like, okay, yeah, I do have this problem. I do want help. I'll work with you. But when it's vague, even they start to get to the point where they're thinking, why am I even working with you? What are we getting out of this? We're just having a conversation and that's kind of it. You don't want that. This is why you must choose a niche. Now, spiritual people, spiritual entrepreneurs get reluctant to niche down because, as I said, you want to do this whole "I help everybody" thing. I get bored with doing one thing at a time. I want to help everything. Honey, the human person is too interesting to get bored with. Yes, they may come into your business because they have a specific issue that they want your help with. But once they're in your business, once you're working with them, it's inevitable that you'll see other things that you can help them with. But if you don't start with that one specific burning issue that they have right now that you can help them with, then you don't get the opportunity to help them with all the other stuff. So this whole "I can help everyone" thing, stop it. If you can help everyone, dare to actually pick someone to help. Oh, you don't want to turn anyone away. Honey, you can't serve every single person on the planet anyway, okay? You can't. And yes, okay, you could create programs that could serve lots of people at a time. Absolutely, you can. However, but again, if you're selling generic programs that nobody quite knows what is the goal of me doing this exactly, especially when you're just starting in business and nobody really knows you or trusts you yet. So it's all right if you were like Oprah and you, whatever you sold as Oprah, the chances are you will find enough people to buy it from you. But you're not Oprah yet. And if you're ever going to become Oprah, you need to start by helping people with something specific. Because then they'll say, okay, yes, you know what, I want to know about this. So, and then the other thing that people get reluctant to niche down for is like, what if I choose the wrong niche? Oh my God. Well, honey, you don't have to marry a niche. You don't have to stay with it forever. You can start your business there, start getting clients that way. And then, and with the momentum that you get into your business, you can then decide, okay, but I don't quite like working with this kind of a person, but I do love this kind of a person. And then you start to pivot. You start to pivot until you find what you really feel good about. That's fine to do too. That's absolutely fine to do too. Okay? So there's no choosing the wrong niche. Because even if you did stick with a niche for a long, it's just like me saying in my story there that the fact that I did do all of the crazy stuff I did do meant that I got really good at marketing and sales. So when I was finally ready to niche down, it meant things took up really quickly because I knew what I was doing now. So it's not a waste of time if you do pick the wrong niche. And what is the wrong niche anyway? You say you can help everybody with everything. What is the wrong niche then? Because if you can help everyone with everything, then is there a wrong niche? Really? No, there isn't. There isn't. Or sometimes it's fear. Fear that if you tell them that you're going to get them a specific result, you're worried that they'll hold you to it and you may not be able to actually deliver. And so you're reluctant to be too specific so they can't hold you to anything. Honeys, one, it's not just your responsibility to ensure everybody gets, even your clients get the result. You need to know what you know. You need to know that if they apply what you're teaching them or what you're coaching them on, or if they do the regular things you're asking them to do as part of their healing, you need to know that, yes, that will work. But you have no control over whether the client is actually going to do it. You can do your best, But in the end, it's the client that actually has to take responsibility for their life, take what you're helping them with, and run with it. And the more you work with people, some people are not willing to actually do the work. And is that your fault? No. Just make sure you know what you're talking about. You know that if they do these certain things, it will give them this certain result. But you have no control of whether they will or won't. That is you trying to control everything, and you can't. You just can't. So give up the fear and be specific. Tell people, this is what I can help you with. Do you need my help? Okay, let's do it. Okay? So how do you do it? Pick a problem that you can solve for someone else. I already just said that, right? Base it on the knowledge that you have, of course. Base it on the skills that you have. Base it on the things that you've overcome or things that you want to overcome. Or, well, preferably be at least one step ahead of your people. You do not have to be perfect, okay? You don't have to be perfect. Sometimes the very thing that you need to overcome is the very thing you need to teach. Or the very thing you need to learn is the very thing you need to teach. And that's okay. It really is. I know people sometimes say, oh, you should be so much better than ever. Or no, we get this idea that we should be perfect in order to be coaches or healers or course creators or trainers or teachers or whatever. But you don't have to be perfect. Who is perfect? You're not. You never will be. So if you're waiting to be perfect, you'll never actually impact anybody's life. The fact, it's like financial advisors. Many of them, they don't take their own advice. And yet they can come into your life and help you. Does that mean they should not do the work that they're called and born to do, or that they're trained to do, that they have the experience and knowledge to do? Of course they should. Of course they should. Just because they're not perfect doesn't mean that they can't help somebody else. It's like, that you can see better into somebody else's life than you can see into your own. So should you then wait until you are this perfect paragon of virtue before you help anybody? Please, God, no. Because then nobody will be assisted on this planet ever if we're all waiting for perfection. Perfection is not required, okay? But this is what you do need to do, however, is take the stuff that is inside of you and connect it to a problem that people have and are aware of having. Not some vague problem that you think they should know about, or, if you do not get enlightened, you're going to suffer from depression or something. Their issue right now may be that they're just simply depressed, or they may not even know that they have an issue. Basically, yours isn't to try and educate them on the fact that they have an issue. No, they need to be aware that they have that issue. Okay? It needs to be a problem that people are aware of having, not just a problem you think they should know about. So take what you know, connect it to a problem that people are aware of having, that they're thinking about and worrying about already. Because no one is going to pay you if they're not even aware that there's a problem that needs fixing. So yeah, as I said, you can go down the road of trying to educate them on all their issues, and part of your content will probably do that to your wider audience. But the ones that are going to pay you money and work with you are the ones who are aware that they have an issue that they're worried about right now. It's topmost of mind. It's a burning issue for them. That's why they're going to work with you. So what is that for you? You need to really think about this. So it's all right saying, okay, this is my purpose is this, and I need to teach people this, and I've overcome these things, blah, 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 blah. Okay. But how does that connect to a particular problem that specific people are aware of having? They have to be aware that they have it. How many times can I say this? So to me, the most profitable choices or industries to work in would be health, money, love. Health, money, or love. Yeah, there are going to be some other unique ones like guitar playing or some spiritual coaching, but even that I'd get a bit more specific than just saying I'm a spiritual coach, basically. So there's some specific things like building a rat trap or something. Now, whether somebody will pay you to coach them on building a rat trap, I don't know. But health, money, love. Under health, so it's not just vaguely I'm a health coach. No, it's like, okay, I want to help you get that bikini body. I want to help women over 45 get a bikini body. I want to help college students, Although be wary of college students, because do they have money to pay you? That's something to think about. The person you're targeting needs to be able to pay you. So if you're targeting students or young people, because I have lots of people coming to me saying they really want to help all the young people and they really want to, yeah, all well and good, but can they pay you, or are their parents willing to pay you? And if you're talking about reaching all the deprived people on the planet, or your neighborhood, you know they can't pay you. So you choosing to target them is literally saying, I do not want to make money in business. Literally. That's it. And this may feel horrible to you because you're super spiritual and, it's not about the money for me. And, oh, well, okay. But do you want to eat? Do you want your children to eat? Do you want to reach more people? Because if you do you even want to impact all those young people and all those people from deprived places? Because the best way for you to do it is to make your business profitable, and then take that money and reinvest in the business so you can reach more people. Get to the point where you have more money, lots of money coming in that you don't know what to do with. Then you can start your nonprofit and you can do all of that stuff and give to all the places where they're helping all the people from deprived, whatever. You will have more impact when you're actually making money in business. Please get beyond I called it, I was writing a blog about it yesterday or the day before, stubbornness and pride. There's a part of you that thinks, oh no, because I'm spiritual and I'm doing this, I'm following my purpose, it's what God has called me to do. And and so you're too stubborn to admit that you're not being practical at all. You need to be practical and spiritual together. You're a divine being having a human experience, so practical and spiritual together. Okay? You are not just a spiritual being. You are both. So therefore, if you're going to make a business work, you're going to literally need to connect your purpose to a problem that people are aware of having. So health, or it could be ending knee pain, ending back pain, ending anxiety. People are aware that they have these issues, or dropping that last 10 pounds. They're aware that they want to do that, or they want to have a high fat diet because that will help them lose whatever. They're aware that they want to lose the weight, and so they're willing to try your newfangled high fat diet, basically. So you need to start thinking a bit more specifically. Problems are everywhere, okay? So money is growing, okay? Growing business, investing in crypto, getting that perfect job, going to interviews, doing and practicing interviews, whatever. There's all kinds of different. So it's not just stick with the love, money, and health. It's go deeper and pick a niche. Because if you just try and do vague love, that's vague as well. Oh, I just help you with relationships. Yeah, what kind of relationships? What exactly is it that you're helping me with? Is it with my children? Is it with my parents? Is it with my partner? Is it to find my partner, or what? Get specific. And not only that, so get specific ultimately. So is it that I want it for people of a certain age trying to find partners? That's quite specific. So the person knows, yeah, that's me, or that's not me. And that's okay. You're not here to serve everybody. And if you are pursuing or choosing to enroll high-paying clients so that you get your business to 6 figures fast and then reinvest that money and do whatever you want with it, then you don't need that many clients. You literally don't need that many when you're pricing things right. Okay? So yeah, health, love, money. That's the top level. Go to a deeper level. Pick a niche in one of those industries. Or, as I say, it could be special interest. So guitar playing, or singing, or songwriting, or, jewelry making, potty training your puppy. Not, they don't fit into the other things, but maybe potty training your puppy could fit into relationships, maybe, basically. But these are issues, these are problems or results that people are aware that they want or they want to get rid of. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see? Because yes, as I said, you can do things like spiritual coaching, but you do need to be very savvy about it. Because it's things like, I've had people say, I want to teach from the Bible and Bible teaching and all of this. Why would someone pay to learn from you Bible study or Bible teaching when they can just go to church and get it for free? But if you associate what you want to do with a problem that they're having. So they want to grow their business. And you are well versed at Bible teaching. Can you take wisdom from the Bible to help people grow their business? Now, I know that if you're seriously into the Bible, you know that you can. So do it. And instead of selling Bible teaching, sell, I will help you grow your business based on biblical principles. That suddenly becomes a different thing. And you get to do what you want to do, and you're giving people what they want to have. Okay? And so that way, it works. But when you just, oh yeah, I'm teaching the Bible or teaching whatever sacred text it is, whether it's Course of Miracles or whatever, it's like, yeah, so what's the benefit to me? So what? So you're teaching that, yeah, okay, I can go and read it, and or I can go to church and get it for free or whatever. So why should I pay you? I pay you because you're going to solve my problem using that. I don't even care how you're going to get me to the solution of my problem, unless I am particularly unspiritual and don't want to learn the Bible or whatever. Basically, in which case, yeah, you probably mentioned that in your marketing. But then at the same time, even for the spiritual person that wants to learn, that is interested enough in the Course of Miracles, they don't necessarily care how you're going to get them to the solution of their problem. They just want to know that you will. Okay? So talk in terms of what they want, not just what you want to deliver, not just what you want to say. Because, and I said, the stubbornness and pride thing that happens to spiritual people is that you kind of get into your head that you're being noble, or you're not selling out. You're not selling out. How can I talk about that? It just looks as if I'm just about the money. Honey, your business, the function of your business is to make money. Let's just be clear. You're not a church. You are not a charity. And even charities, non-profits, still need to make money. You know, they may not keep the profits or declare profits or whatever, but they still have to make something or else they will not last. So stop doing this whole pride thing. I'm not motivated by money. It's not about the money for me. It's about sharing my message, and then refusing to put strategy behind what you're sharing with people. Come on now. It's time to wake up. It's time for spiritual people to wake up. It's time for spiritual people to wake up, man. Seriously. We're supposed to be wise. Wise. So be wise. Apply some wisdom when it comes to building your business. You're a business owner. Businesses only survive if they're making money. So you do need to consider what people will pay you for. I know you have a big heart. And I know you want to help every single person on the planet. I know I've said this 20 million times, but I really want to get this through to you. That your business will not last, or it will last, because some of y'all can hang on by a thread, like I did for years, hang on by a thread. I look back over some of those years when things were really difficult, and it was just like, I don't even know how I hung on, but I was determined. And there's something to be said for that, for sure, but I made it harder than it needed to be. And you are doing the same. Or I really hope you don't get into this crazy way of doing business and make the whole thing take longer than it needs to. Have you actually decided to make money in your business? Really answer that question. Really answer that question. The first answer is going to be forever. Of course I have. That's why I'm in business. But really think about it. Because if you're targeting people that can't pay you, you're refusing to niche down. Have you actually chosen to make money in business? Or is it just about living your purpose? Great. But let's realize that you can live your purpose for free. You don't have to charge anybody for it if you don't want to. But if you're in business and you want that business to thrive, then it needs to make money. Be very clear about that. Now, in terms of picking your niche, you could make it more complicated than what I've said already. As in, pick from health, money, love, and pick a problem that people are aware of. Problems are everywhere. They're obvious. Usually the thing that you need to be helping people with is right in front of your face. It's the kind of thing that people are asking you for help with anyway already. But you're not doing anything about it. You're trying to look for some other grand, who knows what out there. It's time to get practical, okay? You don't need to look very far to see that people need to lose weight. Others need to gain weight. People feel anxious. People feel stressed. They want to learn how to handle it better. They want to learn how to manage their teams. They want to learn how to get the best out of other people. They want to learn how to make their businesses work. They want to learn how to communicate better with their children. They're fed up of having teenagers that don't want to speak to them. They are fed up of being alone. They're fed up of trying to manifest the love of their life and falling short all the time. There's problems everywhere. They don't know how to budget their money. You may know how to. They don't know how to, invest in things. Do you know how to? Can you help them with that? Come on. Problems are everywhere. They're obvious. Look for one that you can help solve and sell the result. Yeah. Speak into their problems, speak into their pain so that they realize, oh my gosh, this person is speaking to me. That's what I'm going through. Use the language that they're already thinking in their own head. And you can only do that by doing some research. Okay? Getting to know your person. Speak to a few people. Find out what are their issues with this thing that you're looking to help people with. Start to listen to how they talk about their problems. Okay? And then when you start using that language in your marketing, in the posts that you write, in the videos that you do, then people start paying you some attention. Okay? Because your healing, your healing package, your coaching package, your course, that's going to be the pathway to the result. So then they buy the result, then you take them along the path. So as I say, do some research to start describing their issues. Make a list of their pains, their problems, their fantasies, their dreams. It will become part of your marketing material to get their attention. And as I said earlier, you don't have to stay in the same niche forever. Just for now, pick something to start. And then you pivot and pivot. As you work with clients, you get to know, I don't like this, I do like that. You get better at it. You get better at being more specific of the kind of person you want to work with and the kind of problems that you can help them solve. But it is as you're working with people, if you're forever sitting on the sidelines waiting to find this perfect niche or waiting to, I don't know what, just faffing around. It's time to stop with the faffing and the procrastinating. We're probably going to do a masterclass on overcoming procrastination this weekend. But for today, just pick something to start with, and then you can pivot and change direction as you go. So where to do research? One, speak to people. That's the best way, is actually speak to people. Speak to people that you think you might like to work with, or you think might have the kind of issue that you're thinking of helping them solve. And then listen to, as I said, listen to what the words they use, listen to the phrases they use that in your marketing. Go to Amazon, look for books in the industry you'd like to work in. Look at the reviews on those books. And when you're looking at the reviews, read through those reviews. See the words again that they're using to describe their issue. What did they have a problem with when it came to this book that they were reading about this issue that you want to help people with? That becomes part of your marketing material. All of Idiot's Guides to, all those books that the people write on Idiot's Guides to. If you're not sure about whether your niche is a workable one, if there's an Idiot's Guide book on it, the chances are it's a workable niche. So go check. Google, good old Google. Answer the Public is another one. Answerthepublic.com. Go in there, put in the industry you're thinking about niching down into. See what questions people are asking on the internet. See, that's how you can do research quickly and find out this stuff. Find out this stuff. Read magazines in the niche. See what people are consuming, what is going through their mind. Because a lot of great copywriters work in these magazines, they've done the research for you. So you see the headlines they're using, you start to see this is the kind of thing people are thinking about. What programs are they watching? Get to know your person. Get to know what is going through their mind, because then you can talk about it. And when you talk about it, they think you know them. I have so many people saying, it's like you're in my living room, Rosemary. And okay, yes, I sit with the divine. So that's another thing, or another way to do research is sit with the divine and ask, what do my people need to hear today? Basically, that's definitely one way that I come up with content, is literally that. After I've done my quiet time in the morning, is like, okay, what do people need to hear today? And then I write out something. When I'm doing a reel, same thing. That's one way of doing research. But also, I've done a lot of reading around my subjects, so I know what people are thinking of. I've listened to people. I've talked to so many people, so many people. So I hear what their issues were. I make notes of it, go over it, use it when I'm looking for something to write about. Then I'm thinking about, this is what this person needed help with. Maybe I need to write a post about that. That helps you get the attention of the people you would like to serve, okay? Ultimately, in the end, when it comes to picking a niche, you just pick one. You just pick one. I know that can seem almost too simplistic, but it isn't actually supposed to be that complicated. We make it complicated when we start telling ourselves stories as to why I can't just pick a niche, or I don't want to sell out, or whatever story it is that you're telling yourself. Be done with the stories. Be done with the stories. Realize that business is not supposed to be a complicated thing. Pick a niche. Just start something, because that's how you'll get better, or you'll feel into, does this work for me? Sitting on the fence, thinking about it, that doesn't get you anywhere. It's action that creates clarity, not thinking. Okay? And if you're already in business and you've been kind of scrambling around with this, or trying, struggling to make money, come on. Right now, decide that you're going to niche down, get some high paying clients, bring some money into your business, and then you can use that money to grow your business. Grow. If you could, I say to clients, start from the top down. Stop trying to, unless you have access to a great number of people or a great audience, great big audience. So like, again, I'm using the Oprah example. Unless you have access to like the audience size of Oprah, don't be trying to sell low end stuff all the time, because that will not bring you that much money to begin with. It'll just be harder. Start from the top down instead of trying to start from the bottom up. I have lots of low end things in my business, but I also have things at the top. In order for me to take the time to build my lower end audience, I needed money that I could then reinvest to then reach more people. I tried to do it the opposite way, where I was trying to build from the bottom up. That's just tough. It's tough. It literally is tough, okay? Don't make it harder on yourself than it needs to be. Get a few high-paying clients that starts bringing business and money into your business. You can reinvest then to reach the whole world if you want to, because you have steady cash flow coming through. Be wise. Be wise and pick something. So if you're just starting out in business, it's just 6 things I think it is that you need to do. I think it is. Is it just 6 or is it 7? I change my mind from time to time. But ultimately it is about, first you decide on the problem that you're solving, which we've just talked about. That's where you decide on your niche and all of that. What's the problem you're solving? Then package it up. So package your coaching, your healing, your course. So, well, if you're packaging up, a course is a package. Okay. If you're coaching or healing, don't just do one-off sessions. Do a package of 6 or a package of 12 or something like that. A package. Okay. Put a price on that package. Give that package a name. A good price. Okay. So not some crazy $27 something that they're going to work with you 12 weeks for $27. Enough. Or $27 per session. Enough. Then you're always hoping that you coach them good enough that maybe they will book the next one. No. Sell a package. 6 weeks. 12 weeks, 9 weeks, 8 weeks, whatever, but sell a package. Okay. And once you want it, so and give it a good price. So once you have all of that set up, and now you've done the research to start to understand your people, you've made that list of the pains and problems and all of that, start to communicate. Start to use that list of problems and desires and fantasies and all the stuff that your people are already thinking about. Write posts. Create videos about that stuff. Invite them to get a free giveaway of some sort. So create some kind of free giveaway so that they come away from social media onto your mailing list. As much as I love social media and it's such a blessing to all of us, platforms change. Platforms change the way they allow you to show your stuff to people. Whereas on your email list, you have control over your email list. Okay? No, you can't completely control whether Gmail is going to send your email into spam, but But you have a heck of a lot more control over your email list than you do over social media. So create some kind of free giveaway that gets them onto your mailing list. But as soon as they sign up to get that free giveaway, offer them a conversation, a consultation with you. Ask them the question, do you want help with this specific problem that I help people with? It's either a yes or a no. If it's a yes, okay, let's have a free consultation where I will help you, blah, blah, blah. So during that free consultation, you will get clear on what they consider the issue to be. You get clear on what they consider the problems that are, keeping them in that issue. Get clear on what they want as a goal. And if it sounds like something you can help people with, you make your offer. You tell them about your 6-week package or your 12-week package or whatever. And this is what it will do. This is how it will help you based on what you've said to me. This is exactly how it will help you. And this is how much it costs. Would you like to do it with me? And I know there's a simplistic way of saying it, but it is simple, really. That's kind of it. And then either they say yes or they say no. But the more people you speak to, the more likely you are to get some yeses. Again, you don't need many people to be making 6 figures in your business. So if you will do this stuff consistently, you will grow your business very quickly. If you will not get taken in by your own monkey mind, you will start making money very quickly in your business. And it really is that simple. Every day you're communicating in the actual marketplace about what it is that you do. Inviting. So the next thing is that you're inviting people to take advantage of your free giveaway or to jump on the phone with you. And then you are on the phone, you're making the invitation to actually buy your package. You do this enough times, you will grow your business. That simple. It's that simple. But it will only work if you will work it. You can pray, you can affirm, you can do all the energy work on the planet. But if you do not partner it with physical action, it ain't gonna work. It's the only way it will work is you do the work. This is a question I have for you. Would you like support to set this stuff all up? Would you like support to kind of kick you up the butt sometimes when you're going off track? Would you like to identify where you are sabotaging your own business and your own self? Because sometimes you don't even know you're doing it. You literally think you're doing the best that you can. But you know how it's so much easier to see everybody else's issues and not your own? It happens to you too. Okay? So sometimes, whether you like it or not, if you've been struggling through your business, or you've been sitting on the fence forever, wondering, but you're ready to start. Okay, I don't want people that just thinking forever, and they're still willing to think forever. That's not who I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to the one who knows, I'm done with thinking. I'm ready to move. But you're maybe a bit afraid and not sure exactly how to do it. Well, you need a mentor, and I can help you with that for sure. In fact, today I am pretty dang excited about something that I'm doing here. Let me see if I can find it. Can I find it? Can I find you? Can I find you? Did I open you up? It is my 6-figure spiritual business accelerator. I'm so freaking excited about it, actually, because I've rejigged it, whatever it did for March 2023. It's 6 weeks, okay? And it's everything that you need, everything that I've spoken about today. And not only that, it's a mixture of a mastermind thing as well as private one-on-one coaching together. Because one of the things I know for a lot of people that need struggle with this niche thing. So we start this 6-week program with you and I having a conversation where we actually, I call it your personal 100K blueprint session. So we will start by you and I having that conversation. And during that 50-minute or 45-minute conversation, we will come out of that conversation knowing exactly what your niche is going to be. Okay. So we'll break it down. So we'll have that session, you and I, one-on-one. And then after that, can you see my huge face there? Will you rise up and be the light? Ultimately, come over. You need to come over and see all of this. It's rosemarynonny9.com/accelerator. Okay. Make sure you have a look at it. It's rosemarynonny9.com/accelerator. I'm so excited to share it with you. It is completely today is the first time. You're the first people hearing about it today. Actually, I'll probably mention it to my list as soon as I'm done here, but I'm really excited about sharing this stuff or doing this work, because as I said at the very beginning of this call, I am committed to supporting spiritual people in getting their message out onto the planet, in living to their true design, because I really do believe the world needs it. The world needs spiritual people to rise up and actually help the people that they're called to help. Okay. But the only way you're going to be able to do that is if you're actually making money in your business. I don't even mince words about it. I may be super spiritual, but I am super practical as well. If you're going to live in your purpose, you need to do it profitably. You need to do it profitably. Okay. The divine did not call you or give you a purpose so that you just be destitute and struggling to look after your own affairs, trying to take care of everybody else. No, you too deserve to be looked after, to be supported by money. But you have to allow it to by creating channels for money to come through to you. And your business is one of the ways that you do that. So it's not enough just to say, I'm going to live in my purpose. Yes, you're going to live in your purpose, but you're going to do it profitably. Okay? You're going to do it profitably. You deserve that. Surely, I don't even know why I have to sometimes almost feel like I have to convince you that you should be profitable in your purpose. But I know for a lot of spiritual people, sometimes I actually do have to convince you of this, because you're so convinced that it will be selling out, or you're not sure the divine wants you to make money from doing what you're called to do. Please, let us put that nonsense aside. Money is just simply God's love materialized. Allow yourself to have it. Please. So yes, it's a 6-week combined private and group program. As I said, the first thing we do is have a conversation, you and I, 50 minutes, sorting out your specific pathway to 6 figures. Okay. So your niche, the clients you want to help, the problem you're going to solve. I will distill out what kind of things you like to do, so that when we're making your marketing plan, it isn't forcing you to do something that feels yucky, but it's allowed. But okay, there's a difference between feeling yucky and feeling afraid. I will not protect you from your fear. You have to face into it, but you don't have to do anything you don't feel aligned to do. There's a difference there, though. Sometimes people say, oh, I don't feel aligned with it, when really they're just afraid. Okay. So yeah, I will help you identify if you are just simply, because that's what we'll do in our first session. We'll identify if you're just simply afraid, and we'll get over that. So I'll give you strategy for actually handling your fear. So you'll leave that session ultimately very clear on your 6-figure niche, very clear on the ideal client for you, very clear on your 6-figure package and service offering, very clear on your pricing, and you'll know how to handle any of the blocks, which include, oh, I don't want to do that when because I'm not aligned, when actually I'm just afraid. I help you identify the difference. Okay, so you're not getting in your own way and preventing yourself from actually growing your business. So we'll do that first. So that's our first module, is getting very clear on all of that stuff. Your business plan sorted. The second module is that we're enrolling how to immediately, what do we do immediately to start getting high paying clients? Immediately, what do we do? So in this second module, I will show you exactly how to very rapidly get the attention of those prospects that we distilled out in the first module, okay, and how to enroll them. So using very simple social media and advertising strategy, I do say to you that you'll be spending around about $5 to $10 a day on Facebook advertising, but you will get in front of people. So, to spend that $5 a day to then start getting clients who are paying you upwards of, depends on how you choose to price to begin with. But I like to advise clients to price, really well. So therefore, that money comes back to you immediately. One client can actually more than cover your month's worth of advertising if you do the simple things that I show you exactly how to do. So that's module 2. Module 3 is that we start growing that tribe of people who absolutely adore your work. Okay. So you'll use social media. You'll also learn how to build an email list, what you need to create that email list will in that week. Because what I've tried to do here is make sure that there's only 1 or 2 things you need to do each week. So you don't get overwhelmed. It's very simple. And I even try and put out all my, all that I'm telling you as much as I can. I show you step by step using video where necessary to show you exactly what to do. I want this to be simple. I want you to be able to follow it. I don't want it to be, because I don't do anything complicated. I'm not the most technical person on the planet. So I do simple things, but I do them repeatedly. So I'll show you those simple things, and I will support you in being consistent with putting them out there. Okay. So that's module 3. It's the social media, it's the email marketing, that kind of a thing. The module 4 is the most technical module, is where we're building your sales funnel. Okay, so as I say, step-by-step videos showing you exactly what to do to create everything, all of that. So it's all in that module 4. In module 5, so now that we have the sales funnel all sorted, it's getting your message out there into the marketplace and getting even more clients to come through. Okay, so using email marketing, using Facebook advertising to grow your list, and knowing how to use free methods as well to grow your list, and ultimately leveraging your sales funnel, getting people through it so that you're very predictably signing up new clients. And then module 6 is all about branding yourself in the marketplace with masterclasses like this, or so either live, either automated. I'll show you exactly how to do it, exactly how to come up with ideas of things that you can do, all of that stuff. So you don't feel slimy. You're ultimately sharing yourself, and people either like it or they don't, and that's okay. You don't have to work with every single person, do you? Okay. So yeah, I show you exactly all of that. So those are the 6 modules we go through. There's a heck of a lot of bonuses. So if you've never coached before, there's a how to coach thing. It's in there. How to create a digital course is going to be in there as well. How to run discovery sessions is in there. So you know exactly how to get on the phone with people and what to say and how to convert them. All of that is in there. You will have, there's a bonus that just teaches you how to sign up that first client. Basically, there's a bonus in there that how to achieve your first 5K month. And there's another one about how to achieve your first 10K month. What do you need to do? What are the differences? Blah, blah, blah. How do you work smart instead of hard? How to create sales pages that sell. That's another bonus. And then there's so much in this thing. There's the daily access and support to me, as well as other members of the community. Lots of people do like to hide from groups, but it's groups, especially when you're surrounded by people who don't get why you're doing what you're doing. Being in a group where other people are moving forward with you, it will accelerate you faster. This whole lone wolf thing, it just needs to stop. Thankfully, we have social media. We have access to the internet. If you can access the internet, you can take part in this program for sure. And not only that, you can reach people that outside of your immediate friends and family who may not understand why you're doing what you're doing. But you come into our group, which is on WhatsApp at the moment, it makes such a difference to you. Okay, you'll feel loved, you feel cared for, and you'll feel heard, as well as you can ask any questions and I'll support you in them. The same thing when you're doing our weekly calls as well, because you'll have weekly group calls with me. I can look at what you're doing because we can share screen. You can, just like I'm sharing with you right now, you can show me what you're doing. I can point out if there's some things that need to change, all of that. So you're not alone in growing this business anymore. Every day I sit with the divine. I ask him, what does the community need to hear? And I call it Spirit Speaks Divine Downloads. You receive that every freaking morning. You can use that as part of the Deliberate Millionaire daily ritual. If you don't have your own spiritual practice every day, I show you one that keeps you calm, keeps you relaxed, keeps you in peace as you build your business. You get access. Remember, I mentioned at the beginning of this call about all those programs, those generic programs that I created, which actually then the divine led me to put them all into the abundance library. So you get access to all of that as part of, because they're all amazing programs. They just weren't as specific as they could have been, but they cover so much of life. And so when when I'm working with clients, I'm trying to immerse you in a different way of thinking, a different way of being, because that's the only way you're going to get different results. And so access to the abundance library, just listen to something 25 minutes a day. That makes a huge difference to what you're allowing yourself to receive. Okay. And then you'll also get access to some of these workshops that I did, all because we want to get your money mindset right. So the faith workshop will seriously help you. Then there's clarity workshop as well to get you super clear about what it is that you're here on this planet to do and what you're not on this planet to do, which a lot of people get confused about. And so I teach you that, as well as the summary of bringing your own divinely inspired online business to life. So that's a workshop I did fairly recently that you get access to as well. There's so much in here. Okay, so you know what? I could talk forever about this program because I love it. And I love the work I get to do with people. So I really want you to come in and join. I do. Let's stop sharing. But I want you to come in and join because I know that this will support you. And it doesn't need to take forever. Building a business is not complicated. I remember the divine saying to me, it's easy, it's simple, it's swift. If you allow it to be. I wasn't allowing it for a long time. My goal right now is to support as many people as possible, or as will allow me to get there, get to 6 figures very quickly without all the drama and rigmarole and craziness. It doesn't need to be complicated. So if you are ready, then I invite you to go to rosemarynonnyknight.com/accelerator. Just one thing to show you here as well on this page is this. Even if you want to, because I like to be very personal about what happened when I'm speaking with clients or prospective clients. So if necessary, let's speak. Let's speak if it would help you to decide if this is a right fit for you. Again, I'm not looking for people who are just committed to sitting on the fence. I'm not looking for people who are committed to tell me their sad story. We all have a story. And for a lot of us in this community, we've overcome a heck of a lot of stuff. I know that. However, I'm looking for those who, despite their stories, they're ready to move forward. So if that's you, and you just could do with, just to check in with me, is this right for my business? You can either message me right now on whatever platform you're listening to me on, or you can very quickly jump on the phone with me. Come to this page, which is rosemarynonnynight.com/accelerator, and book yourself in for a consultation with me. So you can schedule a free consultation there. Because again, this isn't just about, oh, click on a button and buy your space. No, I'm happy to have a conversation with you about it. I like communicating with actual people, basically, as long as you're not on the phone just trying to waste some more time because you're not ready to make some kind of decision. No. If you're ready to make a decision, you're ready to build that business, and you're done with waiting, you're done with messing around, come on. So unless, like it says right here, are you actually willing to wake up and accelerate? Hello. Hello, I am respect on there. So yes. Okay. So that's one last thing I wanted to share that with you. So if you need more information, you're not sure or whatever, you just want to ask some more questions, whatever, reach out to me, because then I can answer whatever questions you have, blah, blah, blah. The pricing and everything is on the page. Go and take a look at it. If what I've said here resonates with you and there's a sense that it's time. It's time to step things up. It's time to actually start living to the fullness of your potential. It's time to start making the difference that you're here on this planet to make. It is time. If that's you, go to rosemarynonnynight.com/accelerator. Take a look at what's on offer there. Either booking a consultation or just join. Just join. Let's just start moving. In 6 weeks, you will have a business that is capable of making you 6 figures by this time next year if you will stay consistent. Okay? And if you want, you can even carry on working with me beyond that 6 weeks, and you'll have a special offer on that at that point, just to support you in continually moving forward. And actually, whilst you're listening to me right here, right now, there is a special offer that is only for this week. It will never be seen again. It's just because it's brand new, but it will never be seen again. I suggest very strongly that you go right now to rosemarynonnynight.com/accelerator. I should have put it in the link in bio and on Instagram, which I haven't done, but I will do. Go right now and check it out. Okay? It's been such a pleasure sitting with you this evening for me. So for some of y'all, it's afternoon. I'm looking forward to working with some of y'all in moving forward, or jumping on the phone with you, having a conversation about how to get your business moving forward. Let's do this thing. The world needs your help. Your people need you. And you know what? You want to do the work that you're called, meant, born to do. Stop denying yourself fulfillment. Stop denying yourself peace and happiness. And stop denying yourself wealth. You are called to be Wayshower. You are called to create generational wealth. It's time to actually say yes and start doing it. Until the next time, my loves, share this with someone else, depending on where you're watching this at, and come work with me. It's rosemarynonnynight.com/accelerator. I'm so looking forward to hearing from some of y'all, working with some of y'all, speaking to some of y'all. Much amazing, amazing, amazing love.